welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine if you're new here, and welcome to another video. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and join the family because I would love to have you here. So as you can see from the title below, today's video is gonna be a Galentine's Day inspired tutorial. You guys know I love a pink moment, so this video is definitely up my alley. But I also wanted to put you guys onto a giveaway that I have going on currently on my Instagram page. For those of you guys who don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do, okay? I'm gonna put my at on the screen, but it's literally just my name as well, Jasmine Egal. I wanted to put you guys onto it because I'm really excited about it, because it's kind of like my Galentine's Day gift to you guys for all the support and love that you show me. It's like a way to give back to you guys. So I hope you enter this giveaway, and best of luck to whoever wins. So basically what the giveaway is, 2 of you guys will get a chance to win a $100 gift card to MAC Cosmetics. So make sure you guys enter, and may the best person win. And hopefully this is just the beginning of more giveaways with brands that I love, inshallah. I feel like this is a long intro, so I'm gonna zoom you guys in closer and let's get into this tutorial. So this makeup look is actually gonna be another matte look. I did not plan this at all. It's just because I created a look with the shadows that MAC provided me, and they were all matte. So it turns out we got 2 matte looks back to back, okay? Wasn't planned, but it is what it is. So I used the MAC single shadows to create this look, and these are their soft matte eyeshadows. And this is what they look like in the inside, just cute little small shadows. And I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this shade as my transition color, and this shade is called My Tweety. I'm gonna be blending more outward because I want the look to be super sharp, especially when I clean it up with a wet wipe or your concealer. I just wanted to have like that sharp effect, so that's why I'm blending more outward. So now that we have our transition color all blended out, I'm gonna go in with this shade to intensify the crease and just to bring that really bright pink vibe into the look. And this is called A Little Tamed, and that's what it looks like, guys. Such a pretty shade on the lid, and it's super pigmented, so you're gonna wanna make sure you go in a little light-handed basically and build up that color. I mean, do you guys see that pigment? I am so happy with how pigmented these shadows are. Like, such a pretty color. So now what I want to do is I kind of want to like smoke out the end with some purple. So I'm gonna go in with this dark purple shade right over here, and this is called It's Vintage, period. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead with this shade, and that's just gonna add like some nice intensity at the outer corner of the lid, and I just think it looks so pretty. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do now, and I'm gonna take that with my Sigma Soft Blend number 10 brush. And I do have a coupon code for you guys with Sigma. It's just Jasmine Egal for 10% off, so make sure you guys go ahead and use that and save some coins at checkout, okay? I feel like I never mention my codes. They're always linked in the description box, but I kind of want to get in the habit of like letting you guys know so you guys don't forget. And I would love for you guys to save, and also, you know, support your sis if you would love to. No pressure if you don't want to, but I just thought I would put it out there, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and just pick up this purple shade now, and basically what I'm doing is just starting to feather it into the pink shade, and then just start to blend it upward like that, because we want it to be like a triangular sharp shape at the end of just the color purple, basically. I just went ahead and cleaned up the outer corner with a wet wipe like I told you guys, and pretty much you can see how nice and sharp and crisp that looks now, because I just didn't want to keep blending it and you guys don't have like an idea of where this is going, because you know when it's kind of messy it's kind of hard to tell what the vibe is gonna be. And I'm not worried about the intensity on like right here yet, because we'll build that up after we start going in with our lid color, which we will be doing right now actually. But before we go in with the shade on the lid, I'm gonna go in, of course, you guys already know, my favorite eyeshadow primer, which is my Sigma eyeshadow base primer in the shade Persuade. Start off by just applying some of that product on there, and then now I'm just blending it out with my Sephora brush. This is the Sephora Pro concealer brush in the number 45, and I'm just literally blending it out like that. I'm just creating, of course, a half cut crease, but I don't really need it to be neat because it's not like a super sharp and defined look, if that makes sense. I'm just going in with this because we're gonna be going in with a super pastel light pink shade, and I kind of feel like I needed the lid to be a little more cleaned up and then have the eyeshadow primer under, just so that the shade is more pigmented and more vibrant, you know what I mean? And then I'm just packing in that purple shade back on in the outer corner first, just so that it looks more put together. But first, for the shade on the inner corner, I'm gonna pick up this nice like soft pink shade, and this is called Felt Cute. And I'm also gonna mix it a little bit with my Tweety that we used earlier as our transition color. So I'm gonna mix the two to get the perfect like inner corner shade. And then I'm also going to start to blend in this shade, which is a little tame that we use on the crease, just right here between the shade on the lid as well as the outer corner. So it's like a nice gradient effect between the three colors. So you guys will see what I mean, but that's the vibe I'm going for basically. And how cute is that shade, guys? It's such a nice like baby pastel pink. I'm so here for it, and I definitely feel like it's giving very much Galentine's Day vibes, okay? Or Valentine's Day vibes. For those of you guys who are wondering why do I keep saying Galentine's Day, Galentine's Day is pretty much, you know, Valentine's Day, but with your girls, okay? With your friends, spending time with your friends, for those of you guys who don't know. And that's just pretty much the mood, except like digitally because we're all on lockdown, but let's not talk about that, okay? We don't want to get in our feels, okay? And now I'm just going back in with that pink shade that we used earlier, this one right over here, and just cleaning up the lid shape. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and start blending that shade onto the lid to create the gradient effect that I was talking about earlier. I just love having shades blend out like that. I just think it's so effortless and so timeless. And that's pretty much what the eye look is looking like right now. And it just goes to show that you can really create the most cutest eye looks with the fewest amount of shades. Like that was only 4 eyeshadows that we created something so cute and still dramatic and still fire, you know what I mean? So I'm here for it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the exact same steps on the other eye off camera really quickly, and then we'll continue with the rest of the look. All right guys, so the other eye is done, and now I wanna get into the base makeup. I can always go back in and do a little touch-ups afterwards, but I'm pretty happy with how it looks so far. So we're gonna go ahead with primer first, and I'm gonna be taking, of course, you know, this is the duo I've been using almost in all of my videos recently, and this is the duo that I'm talking about by Milk Makeup. Okay, this is like my go-to priming holy grail products for my dry.com.org.worldwidenet skin. Okay, if you have dry skin, this is what you need right here. These are the keys to a flawless foundation application, okay sis? So I go in first with the Milk Makeup Hydrating Oil, and then I top it off with the Blur Stick. Now the hydrating oil is really good to help, you know, plump the skin with so much hydration before you go in with your foundation, and that really helps your foundation blend into your skin like butter. Do you get what I'm saying? And I love that. And then also the Blur Stick, I like to go in with that for the areas that I have texture and everything, so that just helps create a more flawless even base before we go in with our, you know, foundation. So these two work really well for my dry skin since I do need hydration and I do want to smooth out my texture. So that's why I like to use the two together. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're gonna go ahead with now. So I'm just gonna go ahead first with the hydrating oil. I like to go in with a generous amount, guys, so don't judge my greasy self. My skin absorbs it in like 2.5 seconds. If you have oily skin, obviously beware, this is not the prep for you, okay? Going in with the Blur Stick now. Then I just go ahead and just blend those two into my skin. So before I go in with my foundation today, because I'm gonna be going in with a more sheer formula since I'm taking my MAC Face and Body Foundation, I'm gonna go in with this MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in the shade Peach Luster. And this right here is pretty much my favorite color corrector. I've just been using it, I think, since like 2017, 2018. It's just been my go-to. Haven't found one to top it yet for me, to be honest. So since I'm going in with a sheer formula, like I mentioned, for my foundation, I like to go in with a color corrector on areas that I need a little more coverage and I know my foundation will tend to go gray on. So that's literally like around my mouth area, my chin, you know, underneath the eyes. Those are the prime areas of my hyperpigmentation and discoloration. So I just like to cancel those out as much as I can before I go in with the foundation. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do now.
So you know it's not winning. What you wanna do? Worry about your friends, it's all you this afternoon. I've been reading your mind.
And for foundation, like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna be taking this one by MAC. This is their Face and Body Foundation. Definitely one of my favorite foundation formulas, hands down. It just looks so beautiful on the skin. If you have dry skin, definitely would recommend, especially if you're someone who likes a more sheer to medium coverage foundation. You're gonna really love this. And I'm in the shade C7, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pick that up with my Sigma Skin Perfector F67 brush.
I'm on my way. Put it in drive, I be
So now I'm gonna go in with some concealer, and I'm gonna mix two today. I'm gonna go in, of course, with my favorite by Too Faced in the shade Warm Sand because I want a little more of a highlighted look. And then I'm gonna mix it with the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer in the shade 4N because I like the undertone of this, just so that it doesn't turn like too yellow basically. So I'm gonna go ahead with these two, just right over here like that, and then just apply some of the Laura Mercier right over it, just like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use the same ColourPop sponge that I used earlier to blend out my color corrector, and just go ahead and blend that out. To set, I'm gonna go ahead with my Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade Honey, and I really like this shade because it has like a yellow undertone, so that really helps like brighten up the under eye, you know what I mean? So definitely would recommend. So I'm gonna go ahead with some of that, but also I'm not gonna go ahead and like bake or anything because I do have drier skin, so that will just make my under eyes look scaly.com. So we're just gonna set and dust away basically. And for bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and take, of course, my favorite. You guys always see me using this. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the shade 310. Definitely one of the best bronzers I've ever tried, guys. It blends on the skin like butter. It's so good. So I would definitely recommend if you guys are looking for a new bronzer to check out. I'm gonna pick that up with my Sigma Contour and Blush Brush. This is the F53 Airbrush. And now for highlight, I'm gonna take this Huda Beauty palette, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Tahiti, which is like a nice bronze glow. And I'm just gonna take that with my Sigma Soft Blend 30 brush. Like, how beautiful does that sit on the skin, guys? Seriously, one of my favorite highlighter palettes, hands down. And for blush, I'm gonna be taking this one by Milk Makeup, and this is their Lip and Cheek Stick, and in the shade Rally. I think it's such a pretty like pink color, and I think it will go perfect with this look. And I'm gonna pick up some of that on my Sigma Tapered Cheek Brush, and this is in the number F36. How pretty is that, guys? It's just so nice for like a nice flesh of color, and I just like how it sits on the skin as well, honestly. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I'm gonna be doing for our base. So now I'm gonna go back into the eyes, and I'm gonna be picking up this eyeliner by Nabla Cosmetics. This is their Cupid's Arrow Full Color Stilo, and this is in the shade Arrow number 1. It's like a nice nude shade, and I'm just gonna put that on my waterline. I feel like it just really helps brighten up the eye, and it went with the vibe of the look in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead with some of that because I feel like I always go in with like darker liners, so I just wanted to switch it up for this look. And I feel like it really does have like a pinkish undertone, so I thought it would look so cute with this look, but it's like subtle, it's not too bright. Now for mascara, I'm gonna be taking this one by Bite Beauty. I've been really loving this mascara. Honestly, this mascara has become my go-to, I feel like, for my bottom lashes because it makes it look so long, and I'm really here for that. That's what it's looking like with the mascara right now, and you guys can see how we didn't smoke out lower lash line or do anything, but the mascara really added some sort of like oomph to the bottom. I'm here for it. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some falsies and be right back, and then we can get into finishing this look with our lipstick. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and applied my lashes, switched out my hijab and stuff, and I feel like this hijab definitely brings this look to life. It's giving me very much Galentine's Day. It's giving me very much which I love pink. On Wednesdays we wear pink, even though it's Sunday, but still, you get what I'm saying. For lashes today, I'm wearing the style Fluff Yeah by Velour, which has become my ultimate favorite because I don't know, I just feel like it complements every eye look. So now we're gonna complete this look, and I'm gonna go in with a lip liner first. This is by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is their Foxy Brown Lip Cheat. And then to top it off, I'm gonna go ahead with this lipstick by MAC, and this is their Teddy 2.0 Powder Kiss lipstick. But yeah, guys, this is the final look. This is beat to perfection, okay? I'm just so happy with how this look turned out. I hope you guys are as well. If you enjoyed this tutorial and like this beat, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and join the family because I would love to have you here. Make sure you guys have your bell notifications on so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. Also, make sure you guys go ahead and, of course, enter my giveaway with MAC on my Instagram. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching as well, and like always, I'll see you guys in my next video.